trying to learn algebraic fractions. We're trying to simplify things. We're trying to do some calculations, add, subtract, times, or divide. Before we're trying to simplify fractions like 8 over 2x, we can simplify it as 4 over x, just divide 2 on both top and bottom. They are easy because we only have single terms on top and bottom. Now let's look at the examples we have here. We have 6x minus 8 equal over 4. We have two terms on the top and a single term under the bottom. Okay, I will do a really wrong method first. Okay, do not copy this. But I see a lot of students do, okay, 4 and 8, perfect, 2 times. So 1 and 2, like this. And that equals to 6x minus 2. You cannot do that, okay? You cannot do that. Because you forget 6x. You need to do something to 6x. Okay, you cannot just pick something you like from the top, pick something you like from the bottom, and try to cancel that. That's wrong. So the first step to simplify a fraction with like not more than single terms, you need to factorize first. Okay, we need to factorize that first. So we factorize that. We have 6x minus 8. So we have 2 as the factor. And we have 3x minus 4 over 4. That's my first step. Okay, that's my first step. What's this 2 represent? This 2 represent that I have 2 in the first term, I have 2 in the second term. Okay, I have 2 in both terms. Which, if I do something to this 2, for example, I want to cancel the 2, or I want to times 3 on it, I do to both terms. Okay, I do things to both terms. So I have 2 and 4. Now I can think about, do we have anything in common? 2 and 4, we have 2 in common. So I can cancel this 2 and this 4 as 1 and 2. Okay, I cancel that 2 because this 2 belongs to the first term and also belongs to the second term. I can do that. I cannot do anything in the bracket. Okay, do not think about the bracket. You cannot cancel anything from the bracket. So what has been left is 3x minus 4 over 2. That is already the simplest form. That is already the simplest form. You cannot change things anymore. Okay? You cannot change the 2 and 4 to 1 and 2. Okay, just stop here. Okay, for the next one. We have 3 minus 6x. We have 3 minus 6x. Sorry. Have 3 minus 6x, 9x. So we need to factorize that first. We have 3 and 1 minus 3x. Okay, we take 3 as a common factor over 2x. Okay, forget the things in the bracket because you cannot do anything in the bracket. So what we left is 3 and 2x to think about. Can we really have anything in common? No. So this thing cannot be simplified. Okay, just basically cannot be simplified. You need to check. Okay, this is my common factor 3, and the bottom we have 2x. Okay, they cannot be simplified, and this whole fraction cannot be simplified. Okay, next one. We have x squared plus 2x over 3x. Okay, we have x as common factor. And we have x plus 2 over 3x. Okay, forget about 2x, 2 plus x. Just think about the x and the 3x. Okay, we can do something to that. We can divide x. So that is 1, that is 3. So we have x plus 2 over 3. X plus 2 over 3. Okay, for the next one. We have 6x minus 4a squared. 6a minus 4a squared. Okay, think about 4 and 6. We have 2 in common. A and a squared have a in common. So I have 2a as the common factor. So 6a divided by 2a, we have 3. 4a squared divided by 2a, we're left with 2a. And we have 12 12a. Okay, 2a and 12a. We can divide 2a on both top and bottom. That left with 1, and the other bottom will be 6. So that is 3 minus 2a over 6. 3 minus 2a over 6. Okay, so the first example is teaching us how to simplify a fraction. Always remember, if there's more than one term on numerator or denominator, we need to factorize the term first, and then we're trying to think about the common factor. Can we cancel anything from the common factor? For the next one is multiply algebra. Okay, multiply algebraic fractions. So we have something times something. Okay, so factorize first. Okay, the first step is factorize. Factorize first, and then simplify vertically or crossway. Okay, cross is your numerator and my denominator can cancel, or my denominator and your numerator can cancel. Like you can crossway to cancel things. So let's do this one. 2x minus 4. I have 2x minus 2 over 3 times 6 over x minus 2. Okay, think about vertical. I don't have anything to cancel from the vertical. So, but cross. Okay, we have x minus 2 and x minus 2. Or we have the 3 and the 6 become 2. So we have 2 here. Oh, it's too dark. Okay, we have 2 here and 2 here. Okay, so they both on the numerator. We will times them. That will give us 2 times 2 is 4. After simplify, that is a 4. Okay, next one. Next one is already in the factorized form. Okay, it's already in the factorized form. Okay, a plus 6 and a plus 6, they just cancel. We have 10 and 4. Think about 10 and 4. We have a 5 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Have 5 and 2 here. Now have a squared and a. A squared and a. We will have a squared divided by a has a, and a divided by a is 1. So on the top we have 5a, on the bottom we have 2. So it's 5a over 2. Okay, 5a over 2. So that's multiply. And how about division? Division is exactly the same as times, because a divided by b, a over b divided by c over d is the same as a over b times the reciprocal of the second one. So times d over c times the reciprocal. Okay, times reciprocal. Let's do this. So we have x plus 4 over 2 times reciprocal. The reciprocal will be 6 over 2x plus 8. Okay, and I haven't factorized that. I need to factorize the bottom, which is 2x plus 4. Okay, we have x plus 4 here and x plus 4 here. They can be cancelled. It's 1, 1. And we have 6 divided by 2 is 3. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So what we have is 3 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Okay, 3 on the top and 2 under the bottom. 3 over 2. Okay, next one. Next one, the first will remain the same, so I will directly factorize that. Is 2 times x minus 3 and 5x minus 4 and times the reciprocal. The reciprocal will be x minus 4 over x minus 3. And they can cancel easily. So what has been left is 2 over 5, which is 2 over 5. Okay, let's divide. So we have learned how to simplify, how to time, how to divide. Now we'll learn how to add or subtract. Okay, we'll learn how to add or subtract. How to add or subtract algebraic fractions. So to add, for example, 1 over 5 plus 2 over 3. We want to add them up, we need to have the same denominator. Okay, we need to make the same denominator. So the lowest common denominator will be 15. We'll make each one to become denominator 15. So it's the same case as we have letters involved. Same as we have letter involved. So we have 2 over 5 plus 3 over a. 2 over 5 plus 3 over a. So what we will have is 5 and a as denominator. So the common denominator will be times them together to give me 5a. So 5a will be the common denominator. So that will equals to, okay, that's a 2, that's a 5. I want 5a. So I need to times a here and times a on the top as well. Okay, 3 over a. I want 5a. I need to times 5 here and times 5 here. Okay, I need to times 5 on both top and bottom. So I will have 2a over 5a plus 15 over 5a. Okay, when we do addition and subtractions, the denominator will not change. We will only add or subtract the numerator. Only add or subtract the numerator. So it will be 2a plus 15 over 5a. 2a plus 15 over 5a. Okay, next one. A over 6 minus 4a over 9. Okay, a over 6 minus 4a over 9. For 6 and 9, you can times them is 54. And that's not the lowest common denominator. The lowest common denominator will be 18 for both of that. Okay, for 6 and 9, the lowest common denominator will be 18. So 18 is the lowest common denominator. It's easier for me to make the denominator to be 18 rather than 54. So I want 18 here. So I need to times 3 to 6. So that will become a 3a. I need to times 2 to make 9 become 18. So the top needs to times 2 as well. I have an 8a. So 3a minus 8a. 3a minus 8a, they are like terms, so they can subtract directly. So it's minus 5a over 18. I can put the minus in front of the fraction. It can be on numerator or it can be in front of the fraction. So that equals to minus 5a over 18. Okay, for the next one, that become a little bit complex. So we have 2 and 5. 2 and 5 is easy. The lowest common denominator will be 10. But what happens to the numerator? Okay, I have 2 and I have x plus 3. I need to times 5 to make that 10. For the numerator, everything together needs to be times by 5. Okay, so you have a bracket there. You have a bracket there. Plus, That's x minus 2 over 5. 5 needs to times 2 to make 10. So the whole thing here needs to times 2 to make it balance. Okay, same time, same thing. So before I open the bracket, I want to combine my numerator first. So that is 5 times x plus 3 plus 2 times x minus 2. And the denominator will be 10. Now I will open the bracket. So 5x plus 15 plus 2x minus 4 over 10. So constant and constant can add or subtract. Like terms and like terms can add or subtract. So we have 5x and 2x. I have 7x. 15 and minus 4 will become 11. So it's 7x plus 11. 7x plus 11 over 10. Okay, next one. Okay, next one we have x minus 6 and x plus 2 as the denominator. So x minus 6 and x plus 2. You just basically times them together. That's the lowest common denominator. Okay, you just need to times them together. That will become the lowest common denominator. So, okay, we have 3 and x minus 6 here. I need to times x plus 2 to make the lowest common denominator. So on the top, I need to times x plus 2 as well. Minus. Okay, we have x plus 2 here, or 2 over that. I need to times x minus 6, and on the top, times x minus 6. Okay, remember, before you open the bracket, try to combine the numerator together. Write that as the whole fraction. It will reduce the, like say, the possibility that you can make mistake. So we will have 3x plus 2 minus 2x minus 6 over x minus 6 and x plus 2. Okay, keep the same denominator and you subtract the numerator. Now I want to open the bracket. That's 3x plus 6 minus 2x. And it is a plus 12. That's the place that most mistake will occur. Okay, that's a plus 12. If you open the bracket before you put that as a whole fraction, you may make mistake here. Okay, you may make mistake here. And that is over x minus 6 and x plus 2. So we have 3x minus 2x, left 1x, 6 plus 12, you have 18, have x minus 6 and x plus 2. Okay. Okay, if you finish this one, please try the next one. Try to think about what's the common denominator for the next one. Okay, I will give you a couple of minutes, 2 minutes, to think about how we can calculate the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the common denominator you find for this one? X minus 2 squared. Okay, you're not doing x minus 2 cubed because square is enough. That is the lowest common denominator. So we can keep the first one. We can keep the first one. Okay, next one is x over x minus 2. Okay, next one is x over x minus 2. So I want x minus 2 squared. I just need to times another x minus 2 on it. And I will subtract the numerator and keep the same denominator like this. And it's x minus x squared plus 2x. Okay, plus 2x over x minus 2 squared. And that is 3x minus x squared over x minus 2 squared. Okay, x plus 2x is 3x. It's 3x minus x squared over x minus 2 squared. And if you're trying to simplify that, you can see you cannot simplify that. Okay, you cannot simplify that anymore. I can check for that. I can check. Yeah, 3 minus x. Can't simplify. You cannot cancel anything. You just can factorize one step. But it's not necessary really to simplify that step. You can keep your answer like this. Any questions? Okay, if no question for this one, let's look at this one together. Please do not talk. I need to explain this question. Okay, so you have an equation here. I want to introduce the way how you can do this type of question. You may can do it, but you may not really write it correctly. Like, I want to talk about how to write this type of question. Okay? So find the value of A if those equations hold. Okay, when you see this type of question, you are not going to write the equation step by step to continue again and again to keep the right hand side. So you will start from one side, left hand side or right hand side. Let's think about, we have fraction minus fraction. I want to make that into a whole fraction. You can see that fraction minus fraction become a whole fraction. So I will start from my left hand side. So I will write left hand side equals to. Okay, left hand side equals to. Okay, left hand side equals to that. Okay, left hand side equals to that. I want to do calculations. I just do normal calculations. Okay, so the lowest common denominator will be x minus 1 times x plus 1. So I will do x minus 1 times x plus 1 and x plus 1 minus x plus 1 times x minus 1 and 2 times x minus 1. Okay, the same as we just do normal calculations, normal subtractions. And we subtract the numerator x minus 1 and x plus 1 is the common denominator, we have that. Okay, so we have ax plus a minus 2x plus 2 over x minus 1 and x plus 1. Okay, think about this. We have 4 terms on the top. Okay, we have 4 terms on the top. What is a represent? A represent what? A just represent a number, right? You will finally solve out a equals to 1 or a equals to 2, a equals to 3. So a is a number. It's just a number, we don't know how large is that. So a is a number. So what we're trying to do is group numbers together and group x term together. Okay, that's what we normally do. Okay, which one are the x terms? We have ax minus 2x. What are the constant term? We have a and 2. Okay, they are the constant term. So I want to put the x term together and the constant term together. We're trying to group them. So we have a minus 2x. Take x as the common factor. Plus what? A plus 2. I put a bracket around that because that's really a whole number. Okay, if I know my a is 1, then a plus 2 is 3. If I know my a is 2, a plus 2 is 4. So I want to group them. They are the constant. And over x minus 1 and x plus 1. And now that's my left hand side. I just simplify my left hand side until this step. Okay, that's my version now for my left hand side. So what my right hand side equals to? My right hand side equals to 4 over x minus 1 and x plus 1. That's what you see from right hand side. So left hand side equals to right hand side. That's what you know from the beginning, right? Left hand side equals to right hand side. So what you have is a minus 2x plus a plus 2 over x minus 1 times x plus 1 equals to 4 over x minus 1, x plus 1. Okay, we can see that 2 fractions equals to each other. Okay, this fraction equals to that fraction. Let's see the denominator. Denominator already equal, right? The denominator are the same. If 2 fractions want to be the same and the denominator are the same, which means your numerator must be the same. Okay, you have the same denominator, you must have the same numerator to make sure the 2 fractions always equal. So if I want to have the same numerator, on my left hand side I have a minus 2x. On the right hand side I don't have any x, which means the coefficient of the x must be 0. Right? 0 times x is 0. So a minus 2 must be 0. A minus 2 must be 0 because I don't have any x term on the right. I have x term on the left, but according to the a value, I can make a value equals to 2. I can make the x term just disappear. It's just gone. Okay, I don't have that term. So a minus 2 must be 0. And look at the constant term. A plus 2 is the constant term. What is the constant? The constant is 4. I already tell you on right hand side, the constant is 4. I want that to be 4. So that gives you 4. So both of these equations give you a equals to 2. Both of this equation will give you a equals to 2. Okay? A minus 2 equals to 0, give you a equals to 2. A plus 2 equals to 4, give you a equals to 2. So both equations give you a equals to 2. That's how you work this out. So you make 2 sides to have the same denominator and you think about the numerator. I want to have identical numerator as well, which means I can't have x term. The coefficient of the x term must be 0. And then I have a constant. My constant is 4. So constant is a plus 2. So the constant must be 4, a must be 2. Okay? Okay. Any questions? No? if you don't have any questions, I want you to do some homework for me. I want you to do 1C, page 5. I want you to do all the things in page 5. And also everything in page 7. Okay, 2 pages. Page 5 and page 7. Before next lesson. Okay, page 5 and page 7. I'm not sure if we have lesson tomorrow. But like before next lesson, please do this 2 pages. Okay, page 5 and page 7.